Today, I fucked up by trying to impress my crush with a home-cooked meal. It all started with a crush on my coworker, Emily. She had mentioned in passing how much she loved Italian cuisine, so I thought, what better way to impress her than by cooking her a homemade Italian dinner? With confidence in my culinary skills, which were admittedly limited, I set out to create a romantic evening she wouldn't forget. I spent hours researching recipes and watching YouTube tutorials on how to make the perfect spaghetti carbonara. Feeling like a master chef, I headed to the grocery store, carefully selecting the freshest ingredients. Back at home, I donned my apron and got to work. The kitchen turned into a battlefield as I battled with boiling pots, sizzling pans, and a stubborn block of Parmesan cheese. But I persevered, determined to create a masterpiece worthy of Emily's admiration. Finally, the moment of truth arrived. I plated the spaghetti carbonara, garnished it with parsley, and lit a candle for added ambiance. Everything looked perfect, and I couldn't wait to see Emily's reaction. When she arrived, she was greeted by the aroma of garlic and pancetta wafting through the air. She smiled appreciatively as I served her a generous portion of the pasta. My heart swelled with pride as she took her first bite. And then it happened. Emily's expression shifted from delight to horror in a matter of seconds. She began coughing and sputtering, her eyes watering as she desperately reached for her water glass. Panicked, I asked her what was wrong, fearing that I had somehow poisoned her. Through gasps for air, she managed to utter, It's really salty." My heart sank as I realized my mistake. In my eagerness to impress her, I had accidentally added an entire cup of salt instead of a teaspoon. I had turned what was supposed to be a romantic gesture into a culinary disaster. Mortified, I apologized profusely as Emily tried to salvage her taste buds with sips of water. Needless to say, our dinner ended on a sour note, and my dreams of wooing her with my cooking skills were dashed. As she left, Emily gave me a sympathetic smile and assured me that it was the thought that counted. But I couldn't shake the feeling of embarrassment and regret as I stared at the remnants of my failed attempt at romance. Lesson learned. Sometimes it's better to stick to takeout than to risk ruining a perfectly good meal and potentially a budding relationship with a heavy hand and a misplaced tablespoon of salt.